And Arizona's Attorney General launching a review of automated license plate reader cameras across the state, looking at whether the technology crosses a constitutional line, infringing on your rights to privacy.
In the meantime, Arizona lawmakers tell Fox 10 they're already working on new guardrails for the next legislative session. And the push is creating a rare bipartisan alliance at the state capitol. Fox 10's Jacob Luthi joins us live with more on this. Jacob.
Yeah, Christina, John, look, as much as we've been talking about these automated license plate reader cameras over the last several weeks, it might be hard to imagine, but there's no statewide regulations on this issue. And that's exactly why the two state senators I spoke to today on opposite sides of the political divide tell me they'll be working to get something passed next session.
I think that right now we have, again, a unifying political environment on this issue.
As public distrust over automated license plate reader, or ALPR technology, continues to intensify across Arizona, growing concerns over public surveillance are bringing political polar opposites together.
I don't think privacy protection should depend on your zip code and where you live. I think there needs to also be statewide guardrails, if not a statewide ban.
Republican State Senator Jake Hoffman, a founder of the Arizona Freedom Caucus, and progressive Democrat Lauren Kuby both say they would support a statewide ban on the cameras. But if one were to fail, both lawmakers agree on one thing: strict limits must be put in place.
We need to enact extremely strict, highly constitutional guardrails so that it can't be abused and so that it can't be used to just be warrantless spying on law-abiding citizens.
Hoffman says his office is drafting several bills for the next legislative session. He says the proposals would require public debate and a supermajority vote by the council and the public before the technology could be implemented. He also wants strict rules on who can access the data, how long it can be stored, and a warrant would be required to access it.
The challenge is when you interconnect 120,000 cameras and make it easily searchable and then enhanced with AI and other data. That's when it gets scary.
The camera technology can capture where people and their vehicles are, potentially creating a detailed record of their movements. Police departments argue these cameras are vital tools in criminal investigations. But cybersecurity expert Harry Moggins says private vendors like the prominent camera company Flock Safety throw too wide a net.
Less than 1% of people are the intended targets of Flock, but 99% of people, of us, who are not breaking the law still have our rights violated.
With no comprehensive statewide law governing the technology, lawmakers say they're now looking to catch up.
We don't allow government to just eavesdrop and spy and watch just because they want to.
I think there's a real sense that we can come together on common sense legislation, but I still want to preserve an element of local decision making. That's very important.
And in her announcement today, Attorney General Chris Mays says that there needs to be a statewide approach to this issue. She says that her office will be conducting analysis on how this technology is used, as well as any privacy concerns that may come of it. Once complete, she's going to be sharing that with the state legislators as well as with the governor herself. Reporting live at the Capitol tonight, Jacob Luthi, Fox 10 News.